Well, with a law degree from Tulane, Julie Cohen's career has taken her from Capitol Hill to Wall Street. But it is her love of the arts that's helped Julie guide the Oklahoma Summer Arts Institute since 2007. I sat down with her during a break at this fall's arts workshop.
As far as the teachers go, there are very few opportunities for professional development in the arts. And they tell us that this is better than any other professional development they get. So they need this. They're arts educators and they don't have a place to go to get that. Now for the students, you know, we've been cutting budgets around the state and they don't always have the opportunity to study the arts in their school. So this is where they can come really work on their music, their dance, drawing and painting, film. They come here for that intensive period of time and it really changes their lives.
Something Julie knows firsthand.
I loved photography in high school, and that was one of the few things I really connected with in high school. And a teacher of mine told me about this program at Quartz Mountain, and I had no idea where Quartz Mountain was. I was from Tulsa, had no idea what the program was, but he said, you need to submit your portfolio. I got accepted, and I drove across the state to Quartz Mountain, where I studied with this French photographer who's a really well-known, an amazing teacher. And it just helped me find people who were interested in what I was interested in. It made me know that, you know, just because you're interested in the arts and not all the kids in your school are, doesn't mean you're a weirdo or, you know, it helped me kind of grow in that way. So it was pretty life-changing.
Yeah, is it really a cool thing to be able to see that light come on when some of the students come here?
Yes, one of the things we do best is give students a nurturing environment where they can take some risks in their art form and learn this is what they really love to do, and they love being around other students who love that. So we get students from every corner of the state, and especially those kids coming from really small towns. They may be the only kid in their school who cares about photography or film or dance, and then they get here and they just can share that with other students, and they make these connections with others across the state that they keep forever. I mean, I run into the kids throughout the year, and they're often getting together at gallery openings in Oklahoma City, or, you know, because they've found that common interest.
Let's look at the broader issue of the arts in our schools. You know, we talk so much now about science, technology, engineering, mathematics, the STEM subjects, and the importance of students studying them. But there's also a new push to put an A in there for the arts.
Right, STEAM. We want to see more of that. There's a lot of research out there that these things go hand in hand. You know, math and the arts, and a lot of those students benefit from introducing arts into their curriculum. It helps with all of their studies. One of the things we try to do in the Fall Arts Institute with our educators is give them an opportunity to learn how to integrate the arts in their classroom. So that this weekend, for instance, we have a class in collage and poetry. And so it's a way of integrating arts with English. And that way they can maybe connect with the kids who aren't, or maybe they're having trouble in English, but if you create an artistic component to that class, they might be able to connect with it a little more.
All at no cost to students or teachers, thanks to a public-private partnership.
I just feel like I have the greatest job in the world to be able to help provide this opportunity to Oklahoma's really talented students who otherwise would never get to study with people at this really high level. And we see over and over just how it's really impacted lives across the state. And I just think it's one of the most special things that Oklahoma has going for it. There's nothing like it in the rest of the country, and especially that full scholarship aspect. It really sets us apart from other states, and I think it's a real gem.
Now, auditions for the Summer Arts Institute are held across the state from January through March, and you can find an application on their website, which we do have a link to under this story at okhorizon.com.